Patrick.
New year.
New nonsense. Although, was this New Year or was this right before New Year's?
Well, I'm saying it's a new year.
New.
Same old scammy console.
That's right.
Ideas we're covering.
So,
I thought I'm starting the topic.
I know. I said I was going to start this one, and you started.
Oh,
we clearly
says Pat starts.
Yes, but
on
when
there.
you never changed it. When we discussed it, it was clearly.
All right, let's redo that, Ian. It's a new year, but we're talking about the same old game console that will never come out, the Intellivision Amico, aren't we?
Yes, we are. And a lawsuit was filed against Intellivision by Amore Equipment Finance on December 12th. An equipment finance company, my understanding, is basically this is someone that if you're setting up an office on a fly, or even if you're not doing it on a fly, if you're rich and you have a lot of dumb money to spend, you can hire a company to buy and set up your office. Desks, chairs, etc., etc., etc. Well, Tommy owes this company $130,000.
It's 110.
Oh, I thought okay. 130 was right, and then there's credits there's little credits you can see in the lawsuit that apply to it that get them down to 110. Yeah, so the demand exceeds $110,252.60. This
was filed on December 12th. Lawsuit was filed in California court.
So you think, wow, how could someone owe that much to that? Why didn't he just buy it outright? Well, we don't know, but Tommy's not known for making smart decisions. This one really ranks up there as an awful one. We remember the SUED loan.
Oh, the SUED loan where you get $100 for each Amico until you're paid back, and you basically throttle the lifeblood of the company.
Yeah, I mean, just setting yourself up to fail. The hubris on this fucking guy. He signed a 5-year contract with this company to provide their services to the Intellivision Amico offices. 5 fucking years.
So, okay.
They defaulted on July 15th, 2022, which I want to point out is interesting because when they did their start engine in the SEC, they said they were going to run out of money in July.
So this was an early 2021 contract. I think it was February. So I guess whenever they started to get their offices really going and make their fucking little videos with empty spaces and showing the cars.
Just over a year into the contract before they defaulted.
So the contract stated that this would obviously there's interest. A little over $3,000. Defendant agreed to pay plaintiff $3,015. We'll say $3,000 for 60 months or 5 years. That's over $180,000. $180,000. So basically, it's not even like you're leasing. Like you said, it's like, hey, we bought this shit for you. Now you got to pay us back. You just got to pay us back. It's a bad loan.
Yeah.
The interest on this loan, I don't know how much they're paying over it, but the estimate that I saw from my source and from putting together the money, this was probably around $120,000 worth of stuff. Maybe more. So you're thinking like $50,000 in interest, something like that, $60,000. That's how this company makes money. Right. That would be reasonable. I mean, it's a good return. You're making 50% on what you loan out. That's like loan sharking almost.
Yeah, I was going to say that feels like what it probably is.
But maybe these certain companies, this is what they're experts at. Maybe Intellivision couldn't qualify for a prime loan at like 6-7% to pay back. They didn't have collateral. A bank's probably like, we're not going to loan you $125,000 for fucking furniture. Like what? You're a startup. You have no revenue. We're not doing this. The other thing that was a possibility, I think, is that they went to Tommy wants to be the big boy cosplayer.
Oh, here it is. Sorry, just so the interest. Also, just a week or so before signing this ridiculous office equipment contract for more money than it should have been spending on, it's over $3,000 a month for a 60-month term at 18%.
Okay, 18% per annum from date of default, 18%.
Oh, okay.
That means after the default, now you owe this amount. Now you're going to accrue extra on top.
Gotcha.
So maybe that's where the higher sum came from. So the point is this: Intellivision either didn't have the collateral or credit to get a regular business loan.
They didn't.
That would be a lot smaller percentage than this loan was, or good old CFO prairie dog hunter Nick said to Tommy, no, we can't afford this loan as a company. We don't need this stuff. Because, Ian, on this loan, Tommy Tallarico personally guaranteed the loan.
Well, he had to.
Personally.
Guaranteed.
Not the company. Tommy is a defendant. Himself personally guaranteed the loan, which is open and shut, meaning you owe us this fucking money.
And this isn't that weird. People are always like, well, LLCs and stuff protecting from... No. A lot of times if you are starting a business and you have nothing there, it doesn't matter. The LLC signs, but no one wants to provide, financial services to a company that has no history. They are going to make a personal guarantor sign.
Yes. This company will not give out.
This is not a company that has been around for 10 years and successful where they're like, yeah, that's fine. Just whatever, go for it. No, they require a personal guarantor. And Tommy, of course, they can take everything away from me and I'll have it back in 2 years, Tommy.
His quote.
Fucking put his... fucking ran his mouth and signed a paper he should not have.
So, yeah, he probably figured, we're going to be making money through the roof. By the way, the Sudesh loan was like later that July, I think it was as well.
Again, and like I said, I don't get so angry when I understand why people think it's a scam. If Tommy was really doing this to just scam people, he would not have guaranteed that.
No.
That's just idiocy.
It became a scam project run by an idiot who did con people and did lie about it, but honestly thought in his head, we're going to be a success.
Yeah.
We're going to con you on and lie to you on the way to success, which didn't work out. How you can say, hey, Pat, how do you get to this insane amount of money? Probably it's six figures. How do you get there? Well, this office equipment is not cheap.
Startup. This is a startup office.
And they should have went
folding chairs, card tables.
Go on Amazon and buy this chair, Ian, I think cost $125, and it's a pretty damn good chair. I'm not saying it's going to last 5 years. It's lasted on this podcast about 4 or 5 years.
They were every day, but it's lasted. So concerned with the fucking look.
The chairs that people point out in these Intellivision office videos, they show up. There's a list. If you get the PDF of the lawsuit, it itemizes everything that was financed by this company. It's itemized in the amount, Ian.
The chairs start at $687 US, but on a Steelcase website, they start at a more reasonable $416.
Holy
This is the
shit.
Bodhi chair by AMQ.
Yes. Good old Kevtris helped me price some of these things because we couldn't believe this. I said, how do they get to this point? And we looked up some of them. Yeah. We'll just say in general, all the chairs you see in those videos, or we'll just say to be reasonable, are about $400 each.
They're pointing out some that are $550 each, but let's just say you get them all for $400.
Every single chair, and we're talking, I think that's about 90 chairs. And I don't think that, Ian, they ever had 90 people at once in that fucking office at one time working. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. All the videos where they're walking around half empty, and I don't know if this includes if some of this shit went to the Utah office, by the way.
Right, we don't
the California one.
Yeah.
Maybe if it split up to the Utah one, but the Utah one, there was like 12 people there anyway. So...
They're showing a full this fucking chair is $350 a piece.
Just a plastic chair
with metal. Fucking plastic chair with cafeteria because it's a cafeteria chair. It's a designer cafeteria chair. It's $350 fucking dollars.
Holy shit!
There's 12 of them around the office.
Holy shit!
$4,200 just on 12 cafeteria chairs.
Go on fucking OfferUp. Go on Craigslist. Find some cheap shit laying around. You're using other people's money. You're using investor money, and you're using money from people that pre-ordered the console.
The low end conservative estimate on the cost of what he spent just on office chairs is $50K and possibly upwards to $65K.
Holy shit!
Office chairs. Do you know what a reasonable startup could do with $65K in their first year? I mean, that's insane. This is just chairs.
I don't know.
You gave me $65K. I certainly wouldn't fucking spend it on chairs. I'd have a food truck.
Go to fucking Office Max or find some wholesaler, or I don't know, find someone who deals in liquidation, because that's what happened with all their stuff that was repoed.
Well, that's
was liquidated.
I wanted to bring this up, and no one's really brought it up, but you just did. I've always heard that buying all this stuff brand new, if you're just starting, is insane because there are plenty of other startups that are shutting down, and you can get their shit for half price. I know a friend who's got a $1,000 chair chair that he paid $250 for after following the office closings.
Good news, Tommy. Your stuff that you guaranteed. That means you spent the money. The stuff that you paid six figures for, we'll just say, 125. Doesn't matter. The loan's 180,000. The stuff you paid 180,000 for was repoed and liquidated for $5,000 that you got credited.
Yep.
What a big brain businessman you are. You fucking dunce.
Dunce cat.
Unbelievable. How about those little rollaway file things under the table?
Everything is overly fancy. Like it's all this like fucking high-end Swedish type designer shit.
They have these file cabinets that are on rollers, Ian, and they have magnetic tops. Chris told me.
How many of them? Do they buy?
About 40 of them.
40. How many do you want to bet ever got actually used? 2? Maybe.
I'm sorry. Kevin says they bought 44 of them, and then they matched the magnetic tops for more money. Those things are like about $350 each for those. $350 each when you can get a file organizer for, I don't know, $8 on Amazon.
Yeah. So 44 Revy high-end desk drawers. It's all in this too. 39 of which had detachable magnetic seat cushions.
Oh my God.
Almost US $900 each.
Oh, $900 each with the magnetic tops.
When kitted out. Yep.
I'm gonna go on Amazon and see what's a file organizer cost me on Amazon. Like just on a desk, Ian. Just like, the little plastic things. That's all you need to organize. I had one when I worked in a cubicle. I didn't have a $400 thing.
Filing cabinet, $69.99. 3 drawers, $59.99.
Cabinet? I'm just talking about the little upright file holder. $15. That's all I need.
Oh, that, yeah.
Give me the big one. Give me the 2-pack, Ian. $22. Give me the little mesh metal thing. That's all a file. That's all you need. That's all you need. How much files do you have that you're using?
Well, that's my thing. 44 of them. I guarantee you one of those maybe was ever used. Those were all sitting there brand fucking new. There was no paperwork to be filed away in 44 of those.
I'll bring my fucking Trapper Keeper.
I've already done that once today too. I can't remember what word, but
I went through these. I knew I was going to say it. It's insane. Again, irresponsibility, not knowing how to run a business, and no adults in the room to say, what are we doing? We're wasting all this money. When we came in, they blew $1 million on the Arc Electronics deal, where they lost that money. We know this isn't a smart business person, but Nick Richards, CFO, what are you doing? What is he doing? He's a financial officer.
Yeah.
Don't know. What's happening here? Well, Nick was smart not to personally guarantee the loan.
Yes.
On it. It's insane. I had people, when I told people this, Ian, I told a couple of big YouTubers this that I'm friends with, and they're telling me, like, how could this happen? Like, they were trying to rationalize behavior from Tommy. Like, why would you do something like this? It's like, it can't be a scam if you're losing all this money. I'm like, no, he's just an idiot.
Right.
He believes in the secret. He believes that if I wish it, it'll happen.
It became a scam. Like I said, it became a scam. I'm just saying it didn't start as one because and I think that's more damning. He's not intelligent. He literally thought this was going to be a home run idea.
He's a liar.
He's a liar.
Narcissistic liar. He's a fake. There was other stuff too, Ian, that they got 36 straight work surface desks. Those fucking dual monitor stands are obscenely expensive. And a lot of those videos, there wasn't even dual monitors being used. And I don't have a dual monitor stand. I just put it on my table.
None of those videos ever made it look like they had any... There was nothing going on. None of this shit was used. Whoever they liquidated this to got all of this stuff basically brand new.
Yeah. Ian, you're right about that. Go to a liquidation. Go to the place that repos it from these idiot companies that
find out when they're doing their they put it up on. They'll put them on Craigslist sometimes. Sometimes they'll do auctions.
What a company that is! Imagine that company. They bought about $120,000 worth of stuff or more for $5,000, and they can probably sell it for even a third of the cost. Maybe they'll make like $40,000.
I know, it's
you got to
crazy.
find the buyers. That's a great business to be the people that repo furniture like that. And I know, like, you're going to say, Pat, the chairs last longer, things like that. This is a startup.
Right.
If you get enough money,
Tommy wanted to skip all the hard work and jump right into the lavish excess of being the CEO of Sony or something, or whatever the fuck he envisioned himself being.
I'm not even saying
the new Miyamoto.
No, I'm not even saying you want to. No, don't even use all folding chairs. We're being hyperbolic.
Yes,
but go on Amazon, get chairs like these, or like a racer chair that even costs you, I don't know, $100, $125, and if it breaks down in a few years, so what? Yep. Buy a new one, or maybe in a few years, Ian, you'll then have the revenue stream to justify paying out for better shit because you know you'll be in business for several years.
Yeah.
A loan that for 5 years, when there's a 1% chance you'll be in business 2 years from now, is insane. It's insane. Tommy's fucked. Tommy's going to have to declare personal bankruptcy unless he has the cash laying around to avoid this.
I don't think he does.
He's probably also going to, if he takes this to court, he'll have to pay out, probably based upon the contract, the lawyer fees for the financing company. On top, he's fucked. He's going to have to do a settlement.
Yeah.
But that settlement's going to be a good amount over the cost, in my opinion. I'm losing my voice already. I can't believe it.
Yep. Time to move on.
Thank you, Epic Games. I lost my voice earlier. Time to move on.
Time to move on so we can finish this podcast.
It's unreal.
With a voice.
Unreal. The shenanigans. And there's going to be more lawsuits. There's going to be more. It starts with furniture. Sudesh is going to get his money.
Oh, yeah.
Sudesh is coming.